was a lovely another SLT away day at the Ritz.
I know. Didn't we have a lovely time?
Oh, lovely spot of tea.
Oh, I love tea at the Ritz.
Now we really should turn our attentions to back to Dorchester, really.
I know. What to do at school?
Lot to do. Maybe we should have a themed week or adventure somewhere.
Oh, now that's just what we need. We haven't been out recently, have we?
No, we've been all cooped up because of this COVID. What can we do? Where can we go, Miss Johnson?
A trip.
A trip would be a lovely idea. A whole school trip.
Everyone.
Even
Mr. Bascom.
Even Mr. Bascom.
Yeah, we've got to get him out of the school.
And Mrs. Long.
And Mrs. Long.
Even Mrs. Long.
Even Mrs. Long.
Okay.
And we could even price Mrs. Troughton away
Mrs.
from
Troughton?
her desk. Yeah.
Only if her desk is tidy.
Oh, only if her desk is tidy. Absolutely.
Got to keep that
Where
desk
could we
tidy.
go then?
Well, I was hearing the children the other day ask about where bananas come from. Do you know where a banana comes from, Miss Johnson?
Tesco's?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. We could go to Tesco's.
We could go to Tesco's on a
Yes,
school trip.
let's go
Just
to
down the road.
Tesco's.
No, we need to go bigger.
Bigger?
Bigger.
Like Tesco's Extra?
Much bigger.
Oh, much bigger than Tesco's
No, I'm
Extra.
thinking even bigger than
They
Tesco's
do a
Extra.
Tesco's bigger than Extra. Is it like hypermarket
Not
Tesco?
Tesco's, Mrs.
Not
Bratton.
Tesco's. Asda.
What about a trip on a plane?
Ooh, I like aeroplanes. Like ones that go in the air,
Another
aeroplanes.
country.
Another country!
Yeah.
Wow, we could go to Wales.
Bit further away than Wales. Although Wales is lovely, I'm not sure we get bananas in Wales, apart from the ones in Tesco's, of course.
Where could we go then?
Well, I've heard that Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, the coffee.
Yeah, they do coffee, but they also grow bananas.
They
in
got a
Costa
Costa in
Rica.
Weymouth.
Yeah, they have. maybe that's another day. Another day. So
Costa Rica. Now, where is that? Is that in Europe?
Costa Rica. That's in Central America. It's very close to the equator. I think it might just be in the Northern Hemisphere. Bananas grow very well close to the equator because it's warm and sunny. I can't wait to get there.
Okay, Year 1, I have the most exciting, amazing news you will ever hear. We are going on a trip, which involves us walking all the way to the train station, but we're not going to stop there. We are going to get on the train all the way to London, and then we are going to walk to the airport, and we are going to get on a plane all the way to Costa Rica. Woo! And then we are going to find out how bananas are made.
Okay, reception, are you ready for the trip of a lifetime? Before we go to the station to get to London, we need to go to the toilet. So I'd like you all to walk in, go to the toilet, wash your hands, and then can you put your coat on and meet me back on the carpet? Off you go. That's it. Quick. We've got a train to catch.
It's a long way to Costa Rica to try and find out where the banana plantations are, find out how we get bananas in this country. So we're going to need to take quite a few things. Let's have a little think. Got my suitcase. Oh, I've got to have my sun hat. Got to have my lunch. What else would I need? I wonder if anyone can help me. What else would I need to take?
Will we need our water bottles?
Oh yeah, definitely need your water
Brilliant.
bottles. You need your water bottles.
Do we need a snack?
Yep, need a big snack. Quite a long journey, might need a few. Anything else?
Do we need our bellies?
Yeah, it might be a bit muddy. Yeah, we definitely need wellies.
Right, everybody ready? I've got the wings ready. Are we ready? We're going on a flight.
Oh, Mrs. Long, don't be so silly. We're going on an aeroplane. Woo! So, how many of us are there? 282 tickets, sun creams, mosquito nets. Is everybody on my list? Mr. Spracklin's not on my list. I must get him his ticket.
Well done, right. Now we've got our coats on. We need to line up with our partner. So can you hold hands and come here because we're going to start to walk to the station. That's it. I need to count so we don't leave anyone here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, brilliant.
our adventure to the airport. Now that's it, sit down next to your friends. No, sit down, we don't stand up on the train and we can't walk in the middle, that's it. What? You feel sick? Hang on a minute, wait. Oh gosh, hang on, I'll bring the bucket over. There you go.
Can't believe it's 3 hours on the train to get to Heathrow.
It's a long time.
Yeah, and then we got the flight as well.
Oh, yeah, amazing. But I'm so looking forward to going on the plane.
Wow.
And seeing where bananas actually grown.
Oh, and I do love bananas.
But where is that tea tonic?
Yes, yeah.
Is it your round?
It's my round. Coffee's all round.
And snacks.
Snacks.
Kit Kat.
Cake.
Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to be at school for a day, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes, it is. Gosh, it's busy here in the airport now. Everyone, we need to stay together, stay in a line. Mrs. Smith, please can you come out of the toilets? I need your help here to count everyone. Right, I'm going to count. You stay together. It's very busy. Oh, hang on. Say your name. Say yes if you hear your name. Have I got Edith? Brilliant. Evelyn? Yes, excellent. Bo? Oh, fantastic. Albert? Brilliant. Now, follow me. We're going to go and check in.
Oh goodness, Mrs. Rogers, it's so busy.
I
Okay,
know.
have you got the list?
I've got the list. I've got the year fours. I've got the buddies. We need to pair them up.
Perfect. Okay, year 4, can you find your reception buddies, hold their hands and don't let them wander off. It is so busy here at the airport, we've got to stay together.
Right out the window.
Oh, right at the window.
Yeah,
You can use it last time.
Oh, so exciting.
I can't wait to be in the sun. Fancy all the bananas.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, look, we're on the ring, Miss.
Please.
Oh, look, we've got that little train.
Let's get ready for the sun. Definitely a coffee.
Do you think we get some Pringles as well?
Oh, I don't know. Sort of vinegar ones. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, Daphne, are you ready for this? Right. Oh, hang on, everyone. Can I take your photo? We're on the aeroplane. Smile. Cheese. Oh, fantastic. Now, I'm just going to hold on to your hand. Really scared, Daphne. Mrs. Thorpe, have you got everybody? That's it. Hold on tight. Your seatbelt's done up.
Okay, hang on, guys, we're taking off.
Oh, my ears are popping.
And we're up.
If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come on and fly with me. Let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man.
Wow, isn't it so different here to Dorchester? What can you hear? What can you see? What can you smell? Oh, it's so hot here.
Here we are in Costa Rica.
Oh my, isn't it hot?
It's very hot.
Scorching.
It's very hot. Wasn't it a nice flight?
Yeah, absolutely. The children were very well behaved, weren't they?
They were, and obviously we was SLT in first class. It was very, very nice indeed.
Nice in-flight entertainment.
Just
and,
waving at everyone else in the economy.
Lovely.
Very nice indeed, I must say.
Lovely.
Now, have you seen those TAs anywhere? Because I heard some rumours that they weren't following us, so we must make sure that we get hold of them and make sure they go to the banana farm. There was some talk about going to a vineyard, but
A vineyard?
no, we're not going to a vineyard.
I
We're
did-
here to look at the bananas.
Yeah, I did hear actually someone was off to the beach to see the turtles, and someone else said something about getting a coffee, a Costa Rican coffee.
No,
So yeah,
we're
I
here
will.
to look at the bananas. That's right.
Mrs. Thomas.
Mrs.
Thomas.
Thomas, come on, Mrs. Thomas.
Mr. Bascom, we're not going for a coffee.
No, Mr. Bascom, stay away from that horse.
Mr. Edmonds.
No, Mr. Edmonds, come here, please.
Mr. Edmonds, he's off to see those turtles.
I'll tell you.
I've heard there's turtles here. I'm going to the beach.
Oh my goodness, it's so hot. Have you woken up? That's it, come on then. Oh, I think, hang on, freeze. I'm going to have to put some sun cream on. It's so hot in Costa Rica. Gosh, this wasn't the weather we left in England. Hold on. That's better. Put your hats on. Oh, and let's go and see how these bananas are farmed. Come on, everyone. Phew.
Oh, dear me,
Really
isn't
warm.
it hot? I tell you what, I never thought Costa Rica would be this hot.
So warm. No, Mr. Bascom.
But I'll tell you what, Mrs. Thomas, I am a little bit thirsty. How do you fancy a nice cup of Costa Rican coffee? I'll tell you what, while we're doing that, why don't we go and see where this Costa Rican coffee comes from?
Good idea.
Wow, I wonder what we're going to see. Gosh, what's that over there?
It's so warm. I wish I
Look,
bought
oh,
a t-shirt.
Very warm.
Oh,
very
shouldn't have
warm.
worn a jumper.
Well, I picked up this little leaf. You should see the leaf. You see the leaf over there? That harvest plantation over there with bananas. They're green. Did you know they're green? You don't actually, when you harvest the banana, they're not yellow. They stay green. They stay green for about 2 weeks after, before they go to the supermarkets. And they have to chop them down, so they have to climb all the way up that big tree with a big, big machete. They chop them down, and then they go over to the hut just over there. Can you see it? Probably can't see it there. The hut, and they harvest all the bananas.
If we head down there, let's go to the farm to find out how they make the bananas.
Hello, my name is Daniel Pacheco and I'm the technical manager for the Americas Hub, looking after bananas, pineapples and melons. My job is to look after the quality and safety of the fruit that is being shipped to the UK, that it meets all our requirements and standards. What makes a really good bananas is the care of the grower takes of the fruit since the beginning. It takes around 9 months for the plant to give birth to a banana bunch. And after that, you need 3 more months to be ready to be packed. Harvesting is a very important and delicate process. The first harvesting teams go into the field very early, around 5 o'clock in the morning. They need to measure if the fruit is big enough, what we call the grade, and if it is the right conditions, they can harvest the fruit and send it to the pack house to be packed. The teams need to be very careful when laying down the bananas to make sure they do not suffer from bruising or for scarring. The fruit is always being washed to make sure that our fruit is always safe for our customers. And also, nothing is wasted. Every banana that gets rejected in the pack house have a destination too. If it is not in the local market, you can transform it into compost and give it back to the field like fertilizer. The bananas are green when we harvest them because we need to make sure that they have an even color to be presented to our customers. And they travel at 13.5 degrees of temperature to keep them from ripening earlier than they should until they arrive to the UK. The quality manager at the pack house assesses the fruit and give it a score. Every time it's higher, the harvesting teams get better paid for that. Traceability is a very important point for us because we are promising our customers that we know exactly where the fruit they are buying is coming from and the condition is being produced. It's got a consistency and a very good quality. For us in Tesco, that's part of our promise. The growers that we choose to work with have very strong programs with the communities. They pay for teachers, they help build hospitals, and they are very involved in community social work. Bananas is a people business. You really need to take care of your workforce to do the best job as possible. That will give you quality, that will give you yield, and we work together. That's what really matters. Bananas are just great, and I always like to eat them chopped in ice cream and with a little bit of honey. They are just great.
Hello, I'm Bernadette. I'm a Fairtrade banana. Can you help us tip the balance so there are more of us Fairtrade bananas?
Hi Bernadette, I'm Carlos. What's a Fairtrade banana? Is that some kind of charity for bananas?
Oh no, Fairtrade isn't about charity. It's about changing the way companies trade with producers in developing countries. Come here and I'll show you how it works.
Oh.
This is where most of us bananas come from. Big plantations, like this one. They're often owned by massive companies in rich countries where most of the money ends up. Don't you know that the workers on these plantations have to work really long hours and they get very little money for all their hard work? Look how that plane is spraying chemicals everywhere.
Yeah, that's to protect us from those horrible bugs.
Yes, but the workers are still down there. Those chemicals can cause really serious health problems for them and the people who live near the plantations, including the children.
I never thought about that. And those blue bags, they have chemicals in them too, don't they?
Yes, and the used bags are often just dumped anywhere. Look at the unhealthy conditions people sometimes have to work in.
What about farmers who work their own family farms? Surely they must be better off.
They have their own problems. They have to take whatever price the companies give them. Sometimes it's not enough to cover their basic needs or even the cost of growing us bananas. If they don't accept the price they're offered, the company will just go to another farm where they can pay less.
Ah, that's tough. Does this mean that farmers are never paid a fair price?
They can be, but that's where producer organizations come in.
Producer what?
Normally, the big companies can force the price down for small-scale farmers. But if the farmers get together in what's called a cooperative, they can negotiate a better price.
Ah, cooperation instead of competition.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
So, where does Fairtrade come in?
Fair trade means that the companies agree to pay a fair price, plus an extra amount called the Fairtrade premium. This money is used to build schools or health clinics or to spend on improving their farms.
That sounds great. But what about all the Fairtrade plantation workers?
They get better working conditions and they have their own organizations where they all have a say in deciding how to spend the premium.
Fantastic. But what about all the nasty chemicals?
Fairtrade producers have to work to protect the environment, like using fewer chemicals. They also have to dispose of used bags and other waste safely, so they're not lying around causing harm.
Well, that's all well and good, but what I don't understand is why the companies are prepared to pay a higher price and a Fairtrade premium as well.
Because it means they can sell products with the Fairtrade mark on them, like me.
And why would they want to do that?
That's where consumers come in. Let's go shopping and I'll explain. Look, all the bananas in this supermarket are fair trade.
How come?
Well, more and more people are asking for fair trade, so supermarkets have to give their customers what they want.
I suppose they have to pay more for them though.
Not necessarily. Nowadays, they often cost the same or even less than non-fair trade ones.
Really? So how do we know the producers are getting the fair trade price then?
Ah, that's where the Fairtrade Foundation comes in. They have to certify that a product has met fair trade standards and can therefore carry the Fairtrade mark.
So that's what they do. Do they do anything else?
Yes, they also work with companies here to get them to sell more fair trade products, like these, and these, and these. And importantly, they work with different communities to raise support for fair trade and to get people to buy more fair trade products.
So, if more people choose fair trade, more companies will want to get involved in order to please their customers.
Yes, it could change the whole system of trade for the better.
I hadn't thought of it like that. So, how can we make sure this happens? Could all those children and young people out there be part of it?
Yes, they can help tip the balance in favour of fair trade. And you can start by telling all your friends and family about Fairtrade and maybe even become a Fairtrade school. Then you'll be helping more of them come and join us. Now, Prince of Wales School, we know how we get bananas!
Wow, everyone, what an awesome trip. We've learned so much. So, given the choice, what would you choose? Would you choose a Fairtrade banana or a non-Fairtrade banana? I think I know which I'd choose. When you go shopping, have a think about spotting the Fairtrade symbol and see what other things that you can find that are Fairtrade.
Oh, we've had an excellent time on our trip, but before we go home, time for a quick song. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and me want go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and me want go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and me want go home. 6 and 7 and 8 and bunch. Daylight come and me want go home. 6 and 7 and 8 and bunch. Daylight come and me want go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and me want go home. Day-o, day-o,